Oh my gosh, you guys. Y'all, I've just been chatting it up with no sound. Oh my gosh. Can you hear me now? Can you please let me know if you can hear me? Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Y'all, I just went on this whole tangent, reintroduced myself. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome everyone. Yo, I've been talking for 4 whole minutes to myself. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much for letting me know. So basically, what I was saying is yesterday I did a makeup tutorial with my mom and my niece here in my kitchen. And I decided today, for the month of December, I want to start going live on YouTube. At least once a day, a couple times a week. I've been self-employed for a very long time, and consistency is the hardest thing in the world sometimes because your day can go a million different ways. And so I really want to pour into you guys, get to meet you guys, let you know a little bit more about me behind the scenes. My name is Shawana, and I've been in the beauty industry professionally for 19 years almost. I started out, preach, you already, Radiance by Raytilla Salon. Oh, hey, Salon and Mini Spa, I love it. So just to tell you a little bit more about me, because I have not done a lot of these videos on YouTube. To be honest, I was really involved in my service-based business when I was doing my YouTube videos over these past couple, which is why it's been really hard for me to be consistent. But what I'm trying to do is just show up while I'm rebuilding things. So to say a little about me, my name is Shawana. I started as a professional makeup artist. I worked for MAC when I was 19. I worked there for about 5 or 6 years. And I transitioned out. I got into permanent makeup. I launched my own cosmetic line. Then I decided that where I was at no longer served me and I needed a new environment. So I kind of reinvent myself. You know how it is sometimes with friends and family being too close to you and too close to business, where you love them to death. But when you're already kind of insecure something that you're doing or trying to do something for the first time, it's like people's opinions can really stunt your growth and cause you to second guess and question everything that you're doing. That was what was happening with me. And it was like, I can't really dive deep into my dreams the way that I want to with the influence of other people. So I packed up my son and we moved to a new state. This is now 7.5 years ago. And so I rebuilt my beauty business from the ground up out here. I focused mainly on permanent makeup when I moved to Arizona, because as much as I love being a makeup artist, I'm able to freelance as much anymore because my son was in middle school and I had to be more present. And I'm a single mom, if I didn't say that already. So permanent makeup, opened the salon. Things are great. During the pandemic, we ended up closing the salon and opening up studio suites, and things worked out. I was able to build my business from the ground up. There's been a lot of ups and downs, and I just want to spend some time talking to you guys about what some of the ups and downs were in an attempt to help you navigate some of the things I've had to navigate through easier. So what I'm trying to commit to, because it's so hard sometimes to commit to something when you're self-employed, your day can go in a million different directions, is, like I said, showing up on here at least in 20 minutes a day and just having a conversation with you guys. There are some people that follow me that I have not gotten to meet. You know, there are some people on YouTube that will reach out to me on social media, and we've gotten on phone calls and things like that. But I'm now, in the next couple of months, fully stepping away from my service-based business with only coaching. I'm only going to be coaching. I'm only going to be providing I'm going to be providing resources for beauty professionals, no matter what service you provide, to be able to help you guys to build wherever you want to build. Whether it's you're getting started, maybe you're already established, but you're not following up with people consistently, and you just need that little nudge, that reminder of get back in front of your people because they're still there. I see so many people on social media that are talking about, our beauty businesses are struggling and no one is booking and people are canceling. And I just personally believe what's meant for you will come to you. No one can take that away from you. I also believe that focusing on the negative robs you of the energy you need to go in the other direction, right? So if I'm sitting here and I have prior clients and I'm talking about nobody's booking appointments and I'm on that, guess what that's going to create? More cancellations and more people that aren't booking appointments. Hey, thank you for the comment. But if I instead sit and say, you know what clients have seen in a while? What clients need to come in for a touch up? I can take that same energy, reach out to those people and get them back on my books, which is what I've done to make sure I've closed out the salon, making sure all of my clients are serviced, because we are all out here and life is life in y'all. And that sometimes, you know, we might have in the back of our head, we want to do something. Like my client have in the back of their head, you know what, I need to get my makeup done for this photo shoot or a wedding that I just booked for next year. Or I need to get my brows touched up. But it's in the back of their mind, but they're not remembering to follow up with me. Well, it's my responsibility as a business owner to also follow up with you to say, hey, it's been a while, haven't seen you. Do you want to come in for a touch up? So anyway, like I said, I've been through a lot. When I had my studio suite, okay, let me tell y'all some of the things that have happened, because I really want to have a conversation with you guys, and I want you guys to drop in the comments if anything that I'm saying resonates with you. If there's any questions you want me to answer for you, like, just let me know in the comments. So the first thing that went wrong here, I was very optimistic when I moved to Arizona. And so many people talk about business and how they just did the one thing or the two things, or they prayed to God and life just turned around the next day. That was not my reality. And as a single mom, I think I even blamed God for that for a while. Like, God, you know how much I struggle. You know all that I'm going through to be able to provide for me and him. And my car got repossessed, and I got evicted for the first time, and I dealt with 5 deaths in my family a year. Like, it was a lot, but I still had to keep pushing through, right? So we have a salon. Our first contractors stole the money. For 5 months, told us they were building up the salon. They weren't building out anything. Instead, they were just stealing money. And when caught it, of course, it stopped. But at this point, we thought we were 2 weeks out from opening the salon. Y'all didn't even scratch the paint off a wall. So there was number one. Number two, we thought that business credit would be able to come through, because you hear, get an LLC, get an EIN, and get a Dun & Bradstreet number, and boom, you can get qualified for business credit. Not so much. There's a whole process to that, getting trade lines on your business account and opening all these different merchant accounts with these different companies, so that just like your personal credit, they can start reporting to your business credit. So as we're in the thick of it, in this, I think 2,000 or 3,000 square foot salon build out, no business credit. Okay, so we finally get somebody in there. The contractors are what they're supposed to do, these new people we hire, and we got somebody to come in there and do the floors. Y'all, I was promoting myself as a makeup artist more than anything, but I was also letting people know I was a makeup artist, because I was just trying to get my foot in the door in this new state. How about the contractors put my kit outside in front of the salon while they were doing the floor, instead of putting it in the back of the salon because it was huge, and somebody walked off with my whole kit. $11,000 worth of accumulated makeup. All MAC makeup, limited edition stuff, everything, y'all. Lost it all. And I found out as I was doing a wedding trial. So that was fun. So then I had to go to the store and get drugstore stuff with the last money that I had to my name. I had like, let's say $75, and the stuff came up to like $73. But I was like, I have to do this, and I have to book this way. And then the deposit that I make from her, I can go do this. Like, I'm moving and shaking like we have to do so often. But now I know better. Now I know what it takes to build your business credit. Now I know the importance of business credit. So if I was advising someone new, it's like, start small. Don't jump into a salon. Don't jump into your own studio suite. Sublease from someone who offers complimentary services. For example, if I'm a permanent makeup artist, I can look for some lash techs in the area close to me and say, hey, my name is Shawana. I'm a permanent makeup artist. I'm looking for a location to work out of a couple days a week. Would you be open to sharing your space? Set up a meeting with them. Go in and do that. Because guess what? Now you could probably get in saying, the first time I subleased my studio to someone, I charged her $50 a day. And $50 a day, now that's $100 a week. For me, it was like $400 off of my rent, or $400 that went toward helping with my rent. And I wasn't working 7 days a week anyway, so those 2 days didn't hurt me. So, and I was able to help her really establish her business and her clientele. And when the time came, she moved on and she opened her own salon. So that is what I would recommend to new artists. Like, we go to school and we get these licenses. I'm a licensed esthetician. We get these certifications. We spend all of this money, and no one ever talks about the importance of the business aspect of things. They never talk about how important it is to start building your brand. They never talk about how your brand is built along the way, and it really starts in the beginning stages of things. And so a lot of beauty businesses get out and they're lost and they don't know what to do. That's why 90% of beauty businesses close in the first year, because they're super excited and then they get out on their own. And then they're like, oh, just like if we go to college or just like when we graduate from high school, right? My son just graduated from high school here, and it's like the day after it was like, oh, okay, so that's over. Got the diploma, now what, right? So luckily he went to college, which is why I'm able to spend more time being here now, because he's in college playing football. But I just want to help you guys from that standpoint, because I don't believe for a second that everything that I went through was in vain. You know, God has made it very clear, very abundantly clear, a lot of different things to me. Number one, I know that there's no such thing as competition. So if I don't have the clients that I want to have, it just means that I'm not getting in front of enough people. I'm not providing enough value. There's something that I'm not giving to people to make them comfortable enough to even check out my work, let alone come to me, right? I don't believe that the next person's prices dictates my prices. I don't price my service based off of the studio next door to mine and what she's charging, because that's a race to the bottom. I'm always going to be in competition with you. I'm always going to see, oh, she's increasing her prices or she's lowering her prices and she must be having a hard time and that's why she's giving deals and discounts. I'm in a race of my own. As are all of you. Wait. We are all in a race of our own. Let's say, I was going to say as are you, but we're all in a race of our own. Our business is whatever we want it to be. I am very spiritually grounded, and I believe that God is a God of abundance. I believe that we are all supposed to have abundance in our businesses, out of our businesses. I believe that we are supposed to touch people, and especially in this beauty industry, we are supposed to help people see themselves in a different light. We are to enhance and uplift and love on people, right? People come into my studio and they just fall asleep on the bed. And they tell me their whole life story. And I think that's probably what kept me servicing clients for so long, even in moments when I didn't have to, because I love the interaction. And when we go back to that and the reason we started these businesses in the first place, I feel like that gives us the energy to keep going. But with the strategy, right? We always want to have a strategy behind us. So I lost my kid. Started trying to focus on permanent makeup again because I had a whole kit to service clients. I had a studio suite. One day I'm in my studio suite, and because I had the salon and a suite around the same time. We were going to close the salon, so then I got a suite close to my son's school, and then we decided to keep the salon, so then we have both. So makeup kit stolen from the studio suite. I go in there one day, it feels kind of muggy in there. So I called maintenance, I'm like, yeah, something's not right in here. It feels really like muggy, like it's pool close to me or something, you know? And I was like, and then the ceiling looks kind of weird. And he's like, oh, okay, we'll come, we'll check it out. You think they came to check it out? Cancel clients and everything because I didn't feel comfortable with people coming in there breathing, which was such a struggle because I was just now at the beginning of starting to get clients, and the studio flooded. There was a pipe or something that busted in the ceiling, and the whole ceiling tile came through and fell. And where do you guys think it fell? If anybody could let me know in the chat, where do you think it fell? It is right on top of all of my permanent makeup products. You would be absolutely right. So when I came back to work thinking that they fixed the problem, that never even went into my studio suite, and my permanent makeup products were floating, y'all. So here we are. Within a year of being in this state, I've now lost everything that I've had to work. But I still never gave up because I still had a reason why. And going to get another job was something I was very far removed from. Not that I'm above it or like that, but I hadn't had a job in, you know, quite a few years. And so I just knew that I'd figure it out, right? So I continued to figure it out. I did some more makeup. I went to some more shows. I met some people. I booked a couple of gigs and I just started making the money and slowly building up. I was across the street from a mall. I was going to the mall, giving them business cards every day, putting them on people's cars, picking up my son from school, taking him to football practice, putting cards on people's cars while he was on the field, y'all. I was doing all the things. In addition to social media, in addition to marketing on media. But I'm not saying all of this to ramble. I'm just saying doing all those things put me in a position to build a very strong business myself, where, you know, during the pandemic, things got challenging, but I was able to bounce back after the pandemic. And then when my son got hurt playing football and had to have surgeries and go through therapy, that was another very stressful time, but I was able to bounce back from that as well. Thank God. And I dove into the world of digital marketing more than ever. I dove into digital products around my expertise. I taught all the services that I knew. So I had people all over the world that would ask, like, do you teach in other places? Do you come to different states? And I'm like, not right now, because I had a school-age son and it was just me. But I'm like, let me see what I can do for you online. Let me see what I can do for you. And then people started buying my products online. So anything that we do, it like catapults into the next thing. But it all starts with us showing up. Shy and all. I'm very shy, believe it or not. I'm very introverted. I get really nervous. I used to get really nervous about showing up on camera. I watch my videos, like cringe, right? But the bigger picture is the person on the other side of this, that this video is supposed to motivate, that any of these videos are supposed to motivate, that can hold on to what's possible for them long enough to take action and do it and see the results in their business and in their lives. That's what I'm focusing on, and you're right. It all starts with us showing up. Exactly. And I'm so glad that's a perfect example of why I'm here right now. Because I start thinking about all the perfection, right? All the editing, and I have to look a certain way, and I have to make sure my background is perfect, and I have to edit all these things down. Y'all, I have 84,000 pictures and videos in one of my that are not edited down, because when do you find the time? When you're running a business and you have a kid and life is lifing. And so for me, I'm like, if I just show up on live, somebody might hear something that I say and feel like, you know what, I was ready to give up, but let me go ahead and turn in the opposite direction, because there's nothing for me in giving up. There's nothing on the other side of giving up except never seeing the promise, right? I believe that God is not a God of frustration. So I believe that if you are good at something, if you are talented at something, you owe it to yourself to really give that thing a try and push as far as you can in that thing. Not where it sacrifices your mental health or anything like that. But if you are doing well and things are looking good, feel confident in it, connect yourself with the right people. Find the right resources. Find the right mentors. I created a beauty community specifically to help people to be around other like-minded people that are at every level in the industry, to show us all, like, we're not alone in this. And we don't learn this when we go to school. And nobody's really telling us anything because no one to save us. So I'm going to end this video here. But again, just to kind of talk about myself and the things that I want to talk about on this channel, again, to let you guys know, I had a kid at 18. I graduated high school pregnant with him. I started working at MAC when I was 19. I didn't really know anything about makeup, to be honest. I hadn't even done makeup on my first time ever doing makeup on a person that was not me was they working for the company. Mind you, I was up against over 300 applicants who had to look and walk the walk and talk the talk and knew the brushes, and I didn't. But I smiled and I was optimistic and I was ready to learn, and I was excited to be there, and that was enough for my manager at the time to trust me. And that's why I know the importance of just showing up and how life-changing that can be. I transitioned out of MAC, got my aesthetic license. Thank you for showing up today. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here with me today. It makes it worth it, I swear. So, okay, so I got my aesthetic license, and then I launched my own cosmetic line. I started working with different celebrities. I would be in Hollywood all the time. I've been beauty director for a magazine. I used to do a lot of editorial shoots and travel the world doing fashion shows, behind the scenes stuff with that. Once my son got to the point where he couldn't travel with me anymore because he had elementary school and I couldn't just sign him out of class, I ended up opening a studio suite for myself in San Diego, where I'm from. And I worked at that studio for a short amount of time, but then one day I was like, you know what? I need to be in a different environment. I need to be around different energy. I need to be around strangers, because the people that love dictate how I feel about myself. I'm still a people pleaser. I'm giving much of myself and I'm not happy. And when I get to the point where I'm ready to walk away from something because it's disrupting my peace, I know that a pivot has to be made. A shift has to be made somewhere. So I moved to Arizona, a new state, and I built my business from the ground up here. And it was a challenge, but not always having the financial resources, because you're gonna spend time or money in business, right? Not having the money made me spend the time, but spending the time gave me what I needed to not only grow my business, but to help my students to grow theirs. So at this point, I've serviced well over 1,000 clients since I've been in this state, all from year one being an eviction. And I've got locked out of my studio. Like, I've lost a lot of just doing it the wrong way, if you will, not, being prepared because I don't know any better. But that's what this channel is going to be all about, showing you guys what is better. Like I said, I create digital products. I have high ticket marketing, ticket coaching products. I have a low ticket community to help people to get in and, like I said, be in that energy. Because what I've noticed, even in myself, my very first coaching program that I ever got in was 7 years ago. It was right after I got evicted, because it was like I did everything in my power at that point and I still lost my home. Like, yeah, no, girl, you can't play. You gotta max out credit cards, discount services, do whatever it is you have to do to make the money to get into this coaching program. I was actually able to open my account to do it. But I have friends that I met in that program that I'm still friends with today. And that was the first time that I ever felt like, what? We're all going through this at the same time. We're all going through this together. Let's use each other as an example of what's possible, and let's use each other as strength when we need to be pushed through those moments of frustration. And we were all that. I'm friends with like 5 of the girls that I started with. Really good friends 7 years later. And we still have our businesses and we all still like help each other and talk and all the things. But I swear, this industry can be so catty sometimes. And when you look, you don't have anyone else to talk to or anyone to relate to. It's just you and your mind and in your thoughts. And if you don't have an optimistic brain all the time, which most of us don't, because it has to be reprogrammed, which that's a whole nother rabbit hole, we start to be impossible for us. And then again, that takes away the energy that's needed to take action on the things that are possible for us. So yeah, digital marketing, affiliate products, brand deals. I started getting brand deals back in like maybe 2011 because I was a beauty director for a magazine. So I would have different companies send me products to use on the models when we did fashion shows. This is before I launched my cosmetic line. And so affiliate stuff. I have affiliate companies that I work with now, which I use a lot of the products that I already use, and I just have an affiliate link for them. I share it, doesn't cost the client anymore, and I still get a kickback from some brands by using their products and recommending them to other people. Digital products, I have courses, I have in-person programs that I teach, in-person trainings, online training. I've had an agency for several years, so I've helped different beauty businesses with their marketing and creating systems. And if you guys don't know what systems are, please let me know, because I know that word can be like thrown around a lot and people are like, what is a system? What is a funnel? What is a client journey? Like all these different things I've had to learn that will help us, because every beauty professional needs these things, so we don't have to be so hands-on. I got my business to the point where all I had to do was show up. I built my business to the point where I was able to hire people to come in and support me, to book all of my appointments, to take all of my deposits, to confirm everything. If I was running behind on a client, they were able to text all my other clients and let them know, which made me look better as a business. If my client was running, able to communicate with me and let me know and give me a heads up, right? When I got to the point where my business was rolling, I was able to put ads behind certain content to more people. But it's bigger than just ads. I was able to bring them into an automated process so that we can continue to have the conversation that can continue to nurture them. If you're not doing some of those things or all of those things, these are all ways that you're missing opportunities to get in front of people. You could very easily build a 6-figure beauty business, but it starts with, first of all, making a decision that that's what you want to do and committing to that. And then getting around other people who've done it and other people who can support you in doing it. Even if it's just energetically, if you don't have the resources, which my community is low ticket. Like I say, what I consider to be low ticket. And right now with Black Friday, you get $100 off the first year. It comes out to, you can get in with Afterpay or Klarna for like $38. I think it's like $38 a month. But the goal is to give you the foundation, to give you the structure, to set up this business for yourself and get it going. Because guys, we sit in the excuses for so long. I swear to you, the excuses don't matter. It does not matter. And no one is coming to say, you know what? I know you're struggling. I know you're having a hard time in your business. These are our businesses that we 100% have to take control of, and we have to grab onto it. The unfortunate part is once you make it work, then everybody's like, oh my God, I always believed in you. But in the beginning, you have to have that belief in yourself, and you have to have that faith that this is all going to work out for you. So again, I just rambled. Y'all didn't even hear me for the first 5 minutes, so I'm going to have to back into this and cut that out. I don't even know what I said in those first 5 minutes, but I'm going to start going live on here more. I'm going to try to go every day this month, even if it's like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I just want to show up for you guys in a way that I support you. If you do want to join my community, I'll put the link underneath. This is where I'm going to show you how to build a personal brand, because that's the one thing that I wish I did first. If I would have built a personal brand, it wouldn't be so hard to pivot. And not that it's super hard, but for example, my business is Pink Diamonds and Pink Diamonds Beauty Co. And so now that I have different beauty businesses that are not under the same name, it's like, how do I present those when people know Pink Diamonds, you know? So my idea now is create a personal brand around you, the person who also provides the services. So instead of making the services and the business the first thing at the forefront, you are now at the forefront. You just do the thing. So now extension of you, so you never become an extension of your business, if that makes sense. This is what I teach other people to do when they're moving from one state to the next and they just need to get in front of new people. Please don't forget to put that link. I won't. And make sure, I'll put the link as soon as I end this video. And don't forget, use the word Black Friday. I opened up 5 slots, $100 off, so use Black Friday. And once you get in, like, I'm excited. I'm going to help you guys with all the different things that I've been able to do. And I'm also bringing in co-coaches to support you guys on another level. But more than anything, it's the community that I'm excited about. It's the community. Next year, I want to start doing events. I want to start doing retreats, because if you guys are in this industry, you all know we don't take vacation. We don't have, you have 2 weeks of PTO. We don't have none of that. So we have created for ourselves, and we can do that together, because I love traveling. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to get off because I talk a lot, y'all. I talk a lot, too damn much. And I want this to be valuable to you guys. So again, let me know in the comments. I'm going to put my details, like I said. Let me know in the comments what you got for me. If there's anything about beauty businesses that you guys need. One of my coaches just told me, one of my coaching students just told me, she's like, you're giving away wealth. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And she's like, you have been able to instill in me possibility. I was able to borrow your belief based on the things that you've navigated through and the proof I've seen from you to now put that into my own business and make more money than I've ever made. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Abundance, prosperity, great lives, giving back to others, pouring into others, pouring into just the needs of other people. Me and my son want to pour into single moms who want to put their kids in college. Who want to put their kids. My son was the first man in my family to graduate from high school and go to college, and now he's playing football in his dreams at 18 years old. He is now y'all, I have my son on December 18th. So on December 18th, my son will be 19 years old. At this age, for me, I was already his mother. I already got a kid. So generational curses can be broken. There's so much that you get back when you're able to give back your time and you're able to be strategic in how you build this business. So again, my heart is already warm for the few of you that have joined me. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble for 33 minutes. Yeah, drop whatever. Let me know who you guys are. Let me know where you're located. Let me know what kind of business you have and what you want to learn. My goal here is to build a community with you guys as well. Okay? So I'm going to drop those links. Have a great one.